This may not be the intention of the state government to make revenue from cattle owners who fail to ranch their cows and other livestock, but government strongly feels compelled to do so to prevent further clashes between farmers and herders and restore peace to the Benue Valley. While Governor Samuel Ortom insists on ranching as a way forward to the crisis between farmers and herders in the Benue Valley, despite the loss of lives arising from the series of clashes, particularly farmers at the receiving end, the governor says peace can only be achieved if herders obey the law prohibiting open grazing enacted in May 2017, which is aimed at curbing the crisis.
You see, under arrest. By the provisions of our law, no livestock have the right to do open grazing.
The Benue Valley has no doubt come under several attacks by armed herdsmen at the outset of January 1st, 2018 till date, with ravaged communities, farmlands and several lives lost. While tens of thousands displaced still take refuge in 9 IDP camps in the state, with over 100 of people yet to return to their ancestral homes, our security experts and other stakeholders have also harped on ranching, as it is done globally, as the most effective way to grow healthy cows and starve the frequent attacks.
We felt that there should be a provision of the law that could be able to guarantee this business and it to be effective for all persons.
Farming and grazing, these are two things that cannot marry, and if they do marry, the marriage cannot last. Civilized places, what they do, people ranch. It is strategic. It's not coincidence.
Despite the sing-song of ranching by the state government, promising to support any of the herders, one still finds herders grazing openly, a situation that has led to arrest of several hundreds of cows and the conviction of more than 130 by court after they were arrested by the police and the military with arms, yet the state government still grapples with insecurity from armed herdsmen. Some of the communities who recently came under attack shared their experiences.
I've recorded more than 200 deaths. More than 200 have been killed in my local government. Every day.
A lot of things have gone very wrong. Only recently, there was an attack in a village in Obi local government called Echori by Fulani herdsmen.
While over 6,000 cows have been arrested so far for violating the law on anti-open grazing across the state, the governor emphasized the need for this may not be the intention of the state government across to make revenue from government areas owners to arrest cows grazing on people's farms with the help of government strongly insisting that he will not relent to prevent further clashes between farmers and herders and restore peace to the Benue Valley. While Governor Samuel Ortom insists on ranching as a way forward to the crisis between farmers and herders in the Benue Valley, despite the loss of lives arising from the series of clashes, particularly farmers at the receiving end. Recently, the state governor who had vowed that ranching is the way to herders obey the arrested about 500 cows grazing impounded across the state were later released on pardon, aimed at curbing the crisis. Cattle Breed Association's no chairman Alhaji Siroma, who pleaded before the governor released the cows upon payment after weeks of being quarantined. The state secretary of Macban, who came for the Benue Valley, has no doubt come under several attacks, saying it is not easy. At the outset of January 1st, 2018 till date, with ravaged communities, farmlands and several lives lost, while tens of thousands displaced still take refuge in 9 IDP camps in the state, with over 100 of people yet to return to their ancestral homes, our security experts and other stakeholders have also harped on ranching, as it is done globally, as the most effective that the police high authority had intervened in the matter in 2019, where all stakeholders were brought together in Makadi to find lasting peace. They all agreed to give peace a chance, but today the Benue Valley is still awash with attacks, almost on a daily basis. What then could be wrong with ranching?
No fight between Fulani and Chief.
Despite the sing-song of ranching by the state government, promising to support any of the herders, One still finds herders grazing. The police believe with the enactment of the law prohibiting open grazing, hundreds of cows, the law takes precedence, and the conviction of as ranching remains the solution to these clashes after they were arrested by the police and the military with arms, yet the state government still grapples with insecurity from armed herdsmen. Some of the communities who recently came under attack shared their experiences
on the need to ranch.
It remains to be seen how peace would reign indeed in the Benue Valley from herdsmen and farmers given the continuous attacks. But the people say except the federal government gives its full support, this would not be achieved. While over 6,000 cows have been arrested so far for violating the law on anti-open grazing across the state, the governor emphasized the need for more recruitment of the state livestock guards across the 23 local government areas to arrest cows grazing on people's farm with the help of agro rangers, insisting that he will not relent until the anti-open grazing law prevails and the Benue people are safe.
There is need for the local government councils, the chairmen, the traditional rulers in those various councils, and my security advisor, to come together to recruit more livestock guards.
Recently, the state governor, who had vowed that ranching is the way to go, arrested about 500 cows impounded across the state, but were later released on pardon to Miete Allah Cattle Breed Association's no chairman, Alhaji Siroma, who pleaded before the governor released the cows upon payment after weeks of being quarantined. The state secretary of Macban, who came for the cows, thanked the governor and appealed for time to ranch, saying it is not easy.
We are still calling the His Excellency to help us and assist us in reducing this impoundment of cattle.
One, if you ranch your cow, you are guaranteed to have good milk in large quantity. You are guaranteed to get the best meat from cows, from cows that are ranched, than cows that have trespassed.
It will be recalled that the police high authority had intervened in the matter in 2019, where all stakeholders were brought together in Makadi to find lasting peace. They all agreed to give peace a chance, but today the Benue Valley is still awash with attacks almost on a daily basis. What then could be wrong with ranching?
No fight between Fulani and Chief. As you can see, the major problem identified is the criminals amongst the community.
The police believe with the enactment of the law prohibiting open grazing, the law takes precedence as ranching remains the solution to these clashes.
The law in Benue State that prohibits open grazing, the duty of the police is to enforce. DPOs have also been mandated to liaise with their local communities and educate them on the need to ranch.
It remains to be seen how peace would reign indeed in the Benue Valley from herdsmen and farmers given the continuous attacks. But the people say except the federal government gives its full support, this would not be achieved.